Okay, so my first battleship design, I think, is okay, and move on to a second one from the other faction. In this case, let's load existing fleet from the Protectorate. Do they have a battleship here? It's a command cruiser. That's not it. I'm going to go with no. They don't have a battleship design either. So what does that mean? That means cancel. Editor. Oh no, we can do it from here. So this thing just can't delete the ship because we actually need another ship in here first. Ship template. There is none at all. So blank hull. Oh. So which one is the actual? This one. This primary fighting element to the Protectorate fleet, rapidly refit assigned commercial freighters and present service. Besides food, they anything but lumbering. These ships were designed to carry tens of thousands of tons of cargo, and with their hulls empty stuff. Line ship's the primary fighting element of the Protectorate. The series of line ship is built from container carriers designed to carry hundreds of boxes. So these aren't really battleships. The command cruiser. Marauders is the more line. I think it's for carriers, but I didn't check it. Okay. It's the heavy cruiser. Does this count? So which one was it that you were looking at, Morty? Was it the more line? The Marauder. Okay. So we'll take a look at this thing and see how it does. It's definitely bulky. It's a lot of mountings. Whoa. So this is why it's a broadsider, is because it's the way it is. How big of a gun can it go in here? Our sensors, weapons, energy. Oh, plasma cannons. Total points is this one is 45 points. The other one is 30 points. It's about its high-tech sound. This plasma cannon is actually a relatively crude solution to the Protectorate's problem of being out-armored in every weight class. These coil guns fire a magnetic bottle containing superheated plasma, which shatters against the armor of the warship and melts large holes, opening it for attack from lighter caliber weaponry, such as 100 millimeters. So these are all missile launchers, point defense, weapons projectiles. It's going to be the biggest thing, right? Oh, they even got mass drivers. A purpose piece of mining equipment able to sling a massive block of tungsten at high velocities and crack open asteroids. C-65. This one, is that better than these? It's developed, able to slap together a T-20, T-30 series of spare sheep. They're not the prettiest turrets in outer space, but they fire a small 100 millimeter round, so that's going to be a no. Nebulous designed the primary armament of the ships holding the line there. Its massive autoloader allows a line ship to output as much firepower as a Solomon battleship, but it can take a while to reload. Those things. So mass drivers. If these are like the the railguns. These guys, my understanding is they're basically like armor-piercing rounds that you throw out at a long distance. They don't do a ton of damage as far as explosives and that kind of stuff, but they can, you know, break through armor. Don't have the same armor penetration as the Alliance railgun due to its shape of their projectile, but having a heavy block of metal stop instantly when hitting an armored warship creates quite the explosion. You're not saying it's good. You're saying it's 450 millimeters. You're all right. It's just a big slug of metal, right? So ballistic chemical, 100 millimeter rounds. 56. Enlarged and reinforced version of this 53. Fixed version of the Alliance's 250 millimeter MK64 cannon. Despite its fixed mounting, its smaller caliber and light construction allows it to feature a generous range of motion to help catch fast-moving enemy ships. This weapon occupies an ideal middle ground, able to damage lighter enemy ships without punching straight through, but also able to inflict damage on the Alliance's heavier warships without the need to soften them up first. So many choices for guns. I have no idea which ones are the good ones. These look like they're... Yeah, these are meant for smaller stuff, I think. Guns in this, and you'll be looking to having to completely re-engineer the housing and rings, so it's just blah, blah. There might be just what you need to take out the MK62, but if you throw enough of these on a line ship, you'll probably outgun a Vauxhall. Just don't expect instant death with the 100 millimeters. Though I recommend taking some rockets or the fixed guns to soften up targets. Might be great on those damn sprinters, I bet. Well, Geister, welcome back. Have you ever tried your summer car? I have no idea what that even is. I don't know what Vance has been telling you, but there's no way you're fitting this in anything smaller than a line ship. The recoil cylinders are just way too big, and they're going to have to cut pretty deep into the hull if you don't want them exposed. That also means you're going to have to stack them vertically, over, under, if you want to keep the space requirements at a minimum. It should be harder to load, but it might be a bitch to aim, so I wish you good luck. By the way, thanks for the beer. I don't know what to do with these. Reload time is 90 seconds. Rate of fire is 4 RPM, so 4 shots per minute. Roughly, right? So there's no elevation, just traverse times. So it doesn't go, they just go left to right. That sticks out a little bit. Points are these things? 30 points. So, what? Look at all the different launchers. Why so many different ones? Ah. That's a forward firing thing. I'm not sure how if these angle out as very well. Doesn't really say if it moves. I'm sure it does, but... Cool looking ship? I don't know about that. Of course, Sam, welcome to the stream. I don't know how cool looking it is, but it's supposed to be an ex-freighter or something like that. That's been repurposed to be a military ship. Not sure we want rockets there, do we? Very chunky. Oh, very, very chunky. So missile class is a long rocket. Protectorate lacks an advanced missile technology makes up for volume. These rocket launchers are just a series of tubes banded together with an ignition circuit. Missile size 2. This one is missile size 2s as well, so this just fires rockets. Yeah, this is just the bigger size, just more of them. Install them. So plasma cannons. So basically just get rid of the armor. Ideally you'd think you want the plasmas up top, but they don't have any spots for them really. A little hanger on here, maybe. Downside of this is basically just doubling everything up too. Because these guns are worthless up or down. They're only good for side on your broadsides here. You can't really fire below or above. Not really forward either. At least these won't be able to. This could. Although I guess you could swap out this for something else. Maybe one of the rocket launchers. Or a missile launcher. Let's do a missile launcher. Oh no, sorry, that's not what I wanted there. I wanted the gun there. The missile launcher here. Hey, Maddie, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we have missile launchers there. We have plasma over here. That cannon there. How goes things? It's going well. We're designing another battleship type thing that's really not really a battleship. From scratch, because they don't give us really anything to work with. Actually, they do. I guess we could load one up, but this is more fun. Oh yeah, we don't want this up here anymore. Debating whether I want to keep the plasma cannon here or swap it with this one. Hey, Flu, welcome back. Thank you for the 50 consecutive streams watched. Very much appreciated there. Happy Tuesday. Stuff do we have here? Oh, this is going to be your point defense and anti-missile stuff, probably. So the little guy, 20 points, 15 points. The Grazier, 35 points. So probably the greatest threat to the Protectorate's ragtag fleet is the advanced hybrid missiles that Alliance ships regularly carry. Tremendous effort was dedicated to creating a laser weapon which could counter even one of these missiles. And through no small feat, the P-60 was developed, taking advantage of the high speed and accuracy of shipyard cutting laser arms and adding an electro-optical sensor for accuracy. The P-60 can output a brief burst of laser energy to cut through sprinting threats. Trying to relearn after a year. I'm still trying to learn after I don't know how many hours at it so far. Well, this is my 5th episode, so I'm about 20-30 hours into it. A lot of stuff to learn. As in what works and what doesn't. And do we really need laser point defense? Rotary flak turret, which works well against large groups of slow conventional missiles. There's the same principle as the Mk-20 Defender, but makes up for the inherent inaccuracy of the Protectorate's retrofitted civilian sensors by adding a second barrel to double the number of 20mm rounds in any given point of space. Looks like there's a 600mm cannon, but spinal mount only. The Monitor class has those, so small ships with huge cannons. Sounds fun. Great news about the devs continuing to work on a single-player mode. Yay. I would like to see a single-player mode in this. To be honest, I would like to see a single-player mode. So this is up on the nose there. This one's on the chin. Grants who are interested in it but not fans of any kind of PvP. Yeah, a lot of people aren't. That's the thing. And even though this, I know, has a community, but it's a very small community of people that do PvP and stuff. But most people don't. I mean, my personal experience, PvP with friends is fun. PvP with strangers turns out not to be. So, and that's what drives a lot of people away from PvP. It's because your friends aren't always available. And you know, if you go out into the murky pools of the internet, you can run into real scummy people out there. For many, for all. There's not many, it's all are like that. Like I said, your best chances of having good PvP experiences is just sticking with runs. Because when you get into the stranger portion, the stranger population out there, it's generally not good. I'm not saying everybody out there is toxic, but there's enough toxicity out there to ruin it for everybody. There, I never would have guessed. I know, Skybird. I know. It's like I'm speaking a different language, huh? Actually, this one. This, I think we'll put launchers in here. That one's on that side, and this one's on this side, so we'll just duplicate that. This is where we'll put our anti-missile missiles in there. Who wants to try and relax playing a game and end up getting abused? Exactly. And sadly, the internet has been like that since the beginning, to be honest. It's always been like that. Because, you know, when people are anonymous, they do shitty stuff. And they feel no remorse for it as a result. Because there's really, you know, there's not much you can do about it. Grazer up there. That should be enough for the point defense lasers. We got one there, we got one there, got one there, got one up here. And plus I think we have them on the side too. No, we don't have them on the side. No, we have a fifth one somewhere floating around. Those underneath. Underneath. Oh, back there underneath. And up there. Okay, that should be fine. Assholes out there. Nope, there is not. There's no shortage. Skybird, unfortunately, when people aren't anonymous, they can also end up doing shitty stuff. Oh, no, I'm not saying that people who aren't anonymous don't do shitty stuff. It's just when they are anonymous, they're more prone to be doing shitty stuff. And when they aren't anonymous, they show up a little bit better, too. Because you know what they are coming into it, so because they're usually generally easy to identify. Got more spots here. I'm gonna fill these spots up with. Oh, I don't have any. We have the cannons. We have. Oh, these are just regular launchers. Okay. Point defense for fun? Or we'll just stick to ballistics, though. Not the flak. These guys. I have no idea how effective this thing is going to be. I mean, it's got plenty of point defense. Well, we don't know yet, but we'll see soon. Okay, so compartments. Those are our basics CIC. we're going to do a citadel or a reinforced. Citadel has 400 hit points. Damage threshold's 50 reinforced. Crew required is 40. That's only 200. So we'll make this thing super, you know, heavy. I heard a rumor that a movie about Christopher Columbus will have him as an American discovering America. What are you trying to say? It's not historically accurate? Is he at least going to have a Italian accent? A bad one maybe, but he might have it. Okay, we're going to put damage control back here. Damage control central. That gives us a bonus to team speed and repair speed. Damage control complex. Get 2 restores provided here. So I'm going to install that thing. So what's all the stuff up front? What should we put here? Flight support. We're not doing any flying support. Flight control center. This does power plant efficiency increase by 20%. Maybe. Not there though. Ah, magazines. Trying to get a little bit of redundancy there, maybe. Intelligence center. Do we need that? Intelligence. So smaller offshoot of the intelligence center. This is. Don't think we need that. I don't think, at least. Gun plotting center, though. That's what we need. Spread reduced. Now this is annex. No, that's what we don't want. Do we need? I don't think we need that. Strike planning. So missile programming speed. Sure. Have you considered sticking 4 biggest cannons all on one side? For what, all these guys? The C-65s? Have I considered it? Briefly? The problem is range, and the firing angles aren't the best. I mean, because if you put 4 cannons on here, you basically have to try to broadside all the time, or at least you'll have 4 looking forward, and at most you only have 2 looking back, unless you change your angle a little bit, which you might be able to pull off 4, depending on angles and stuff. I'm trying not to, you know, screw myself over too much. I mean, again, this is we're experimenting. We're experimenting, see what's going to work. This may not work at all, and if it doesn't, we can go to all cannons and see how it works. But the problem is you know, ranges and whatever, and accuracy is a big thing. They actually can look forward. I just assumed that they only broadside and it would look cool. Well, I think they can look. Their movement is their rate, right? 5 degrees per second. Traverse limits is plus 25 degrees and negative 25 degrees. So that's only 25 degrees forward and backwards. So they may not be able to look forward. 25 degrees is what? That? Just basically from there, left to right. So maybe they can't look forward. They look cool in Space Battleship Yamato. Yeah, that's not the thing. Oh, we need old-fashioned turret cannons. Yeah, the thing is they don't have them here. I mean, the plasma is a turret. Because the plasma can look forward. We should actually put that up here. The plasma is supposed to be the armor piercer. So I actually should put that here so it does look forward. Although it doesn't say. See, elevation limit 60 degrees, so it can look a little bit farther. So these guys can definitely look ahead, behind if they spin around, and 60 degrees, so almost, I don't know. I don't know. So we have the mass drivers on a turret. What do they look like? So these guys don't. They basically just fire out straight. They've got no rotation stats. So, no thank you. Does Mrs. Gimpy need to talk to me? Mrs. Gimpy needs to talk to me. Be right back. Mrs. Gimpy's got to run errands. She's trying to guilt me into. I don't know if she's trying to. It sounds like she's trying to guilt me into something I'm supposed to do about it. It's like it's her choices, not mine. Anyway, basically, she feels guilty for leaving Rocket alone. Okay, so these guys, they're not really that great at. They don't really look forward. And the plasmas, I'm not even sure if they're going to work either, as far as, because their up angle is 60, so not quite all the way out there. There's nowhere really to put them either, other than on the sides. Because they don't fit. Here. Yeah, they're too big for here, I think. Yeah, they don't fit there. There is a fixed plasma gun. Yeah, but I'm not sure I want one. Yeah, this is the this is the one. Traverse rate is 5 degrees. Elevation, it's 25. So it's basically the same angle as these guys here. So it would probably technically pair up better with these, but this at least gives us some rain or some better areas of fire. It's 60 degrees. Sensors, damage control, weapons. So it's down here. So we have some missile launchers on the side, so it gives us a little bit of range at least. I don't know how this is going to work. I guess we could just put armor-piercing shells in these guys, right? Not have to worry about the plasma. It was designed to be the primary ship's holdout line here. Its massive auto allows it to put as much firepower as blah blah blah, but it takes a while to reload. And these coil guns fire blah, superheated plasma, shatters against the armor and warship, and melts large holes, opening up for attack from light caliber weapons such as the one under. So maybe we don't need this. Yeah, we'll see. Don's back in. That and still need more compartments. Oh, we don't have any radar yet, do we? Reactor, drive, a bridge master. Is this a? It's a bridge master. Bog standard civilian navigation radar is a bridge master. Blah blah blah. Provides decent tracking quality for stuff. What's the range? 8 kilometers? It's kind of short. Support stuff. So it's where's our good? Do they have good radar? They have to have good radar. It's not going to be there. Compartments. Compartments aren't it, right? Data link array. What this does: missile programming channels +2, missile programming speed. Oh, we can launch more missiles this way, right? So, anybody know what the intelligence is? This actually worth getting? This stuff. And what does it actually do for us? Intelligence effort is not additive across multiple ships, blah, blah, blah. Who work to identify enemy ships and do battle damage assessment and determine their functional conditions in order to help the commander make decisions as to where to allocate forces and when to shift fire. So, important? Not important? We'll install it anyway. Modules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 1 Adaptive wave beam from the adaptive radar receiver increases the sensitivity of the warship's sensors, allowing for earlier detection of smaller targets, such as missiles, at longer ranges. The adaptive receiver also features advanced noise filtering technology, blah, blah, blah. Sensitivity is increased by 25%, noise filtering, positional error increased, velocity error increased too. So is that good or bad? I don't know. Scryer missile ID system. This is just for identifying missiles. How many points? 10. Sure. Huntress. Specially commissioned improvement on high-end civilian navigational radars. Huntress was commissioned, blah, 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 for rapid deployment and development. These radars provide improved track quality and range compared to the civilian counterparts. But they aren't easy to come by. 30 points. Jamming lob stuff. Can't burn through, yes. Max range is 10 kilometers, so we'll put you in there for now. So this thing. Bridgemaster provides decent track quality for maneuvering in tight spaces such as busy ports, but its range and resistance to jamming leaves much to be desired. So, okay, it's crappy. Strobe correlator. Processing set of radars, allowing them to more finely determine the direction of an incoming jamming strobe. Yeah. Track correlator. Reduces the position and velocity deviation of sensor tracks by correlating the history of tracking data, providing a more accurate track. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Currently, this is the Bridgemaster, right? So the Huntress is the better of the two, so we can replace this with something else. Mount gyros. Do we really need to worry about mount gyros on cannons that barely move? Probably not. Rapid cycle, though. Recycle time. Drivers on a weapons autoloader crate allowing it to cycle to the next round into the chamber more quickly. From what I understand, we're going to need that on these things. This missile program. We don't have one of these yet. Energy regulator. Reload time is reduced for energy. Cooldown time. So, additional energy reservoirs, heat sinks, and improved housing reduces the recharge time on energy-based weapons like lasers, beams, or railguns. Now, we do have the laser point defense stuff. Is that a thing? We do not have these yet, though. Reload time is reduced. We want these for sure. Energy regulator. Focus particle accelerator. Accelerate the constituent particles of a coherent beam weapon like that, blah, 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 to drastically increase their damage output, but with a slight decrease to firing duration. We don't have any of that stuff. It's just radar jammers to run longer. We don't need these heads right now. Great for artillery or warships with precision fire, that's for sure. Solus is Ithaca dynamics can be, though, even though they count the development, blah, blah, blah. Resulted was this frustrating negative feedback loop of a blank scope and a mouth-frothing rage from the radar operator, blah, blah, blah. It's not perfect, but it works, so it's supposed to help with aiming. We'll see. Okay, we're at 1,500 points. We have no ammo yet. Okay. I honestly don't know. This thing is probably going to suck, but we're not done yet because we still need missiles. We can use Bob's anti-missiles because they work. We know they work. Now we just need some bigger missiles to put on those launchers on the side. The question is, what do we want to use? So these are size 3s. Oh, I gotta put these things in a group too, so that reloading is easier. I think that's the purpose. So the cannons. Group, new group. Is it C65? And the missile launchers, we're going to want them in the same group too. Or a different group. So these are the MLS-3s. This way all our missiles go after the same target. The general idea of that. I think that's what it's for. Okay, so other style launchers are not capable of firing defensive missiles. That's okay, they're not supposed to be. Well, magazine can fire two torpedoes per volley, so we'll be able to fire 4. These are the big boys. Okay. It's all missile designer stuff. Truncheon is the... No. Truncheon, this is the torpedo one, right? Nice 3 direct guidance missiles based on the bodies, the heavy thing. Yeah, I think this is our main. This is what we use on the bombers. So its primary tracking is to fix active radar. And then switch to the wake homing if necessary. These work. I don't think we need, right? So this is Protectorate Battleship. Not really a battleship. Well, technically it's not a battleship. Okay, so these are defensive missiles, so we need the bobs in here. We want 46. Oh, I just remembered the missile designer too. Do they? What's their brain telling them to do? Salvo size is 1. I'm gonna make that 2. Isn't it a ship? Does it go into battle? Battleship confirmed. Hey, you. Anyway, can fire 2 missiles at a time. That's all we really need. Defensive missiles already set. So our capacity for stuff here. So we need 20mm slugs, 50mm AP, our armor piercing. Then we need some high explosives. Of course, we need torpedoes. These torpedoes are what, 10 each? 10 each. That's 5 salvos out of one of them. Oh wow, it's already filled up pretty good. Okay, so looking over here on the right hand side, learned this last week. So 20mm slugs have enough ammo to fire for 31 seconds. The guns have enough to go 3.5 minutes roughly.
Hey Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
Here to drop something off? What is it, Fumbler? Welcome back.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat, or you can watch the ads during the break. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Okay. First we need to get some, another, magazine here. Oh, we already have 2. We already have 1. One might be good with 2. Your prime. Oh. It's not showing up, though, for some reason. Why isn't it showing up? But thank you for the prime sub, Fumbler. Why isn't it coming through? Waiting for Fumbler's resub to come through, because I don't know how many months he's been doing this for. There it goes. And Fumbler, thank you very much for that 10 months with the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. And let me get you a Rockets of Recognition here in a second. Go. Anyway, there's your Rockets of Recognition. It's only been 10 months. I thought it'd been longer than that for you. But anyway, thank you for the continued support. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I do need to take a break, and when we get back, we'll finish outfitting this battleship, or wannabe battleship. The Hex Baker. We got to get a better name, too. And we'll see. Anyway, need to put some ammunition. We got 3,000 points to play with total, so we might be making some more adjustments to this thing. We'll see. And go from there. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Be back in a few minutes. Oh, I know we did Mech War Online back in the day. I know who you are. I know who you are. I just thought you had a longer sub is all, or longer streak going. That's all. No big deal. Anyway, like I said, I gotta go. I gotta get some water, check on Rocket, that kind of thing. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the dog video.